Hey YouTube, thanks for coming back. Thanks for joining me again. Um, got a little bit different video tonight. The last couple were some juice reviews. Remember, like, subscribe, um, and let's get this channel going. Hope I can help people out, do different things, do different reviews. Remember, if there's something you want to see, you want to hear me talk about, please comment, email me at talkvape@gmail.com. I will do my best to get a video up if there's a product you want me to look at for you. If I don't have something, I'll try to get a hold of it. I am going to be ordering the Clowper T8 this weekend, some new batteries, and hopefully some new Addies this weekend. We'll see how it goes, and go from there, and then I should be able to get those reviews up. Tonight I just kind of wanted to talk about brick and mortar stores. We've got a couple here where I live here in Visalia, California. And so the one I'm going to talk about tonight is called Pendragon Vapor Lounge. I'll try to put a link down at the bottom of this video. That way you guys can check out their Facebook page, like them. If you're in the area, stop by, say hi to them. These guys, I've gone in there multiple times. As a matter of fact, I brought it in tonight. I got my Mutant X tobacco clone from them. Yes, I did pay retail price for the authentic for the tobacco, but you know what? It was worth it. $29.99, I believe, is what it was. Pendragon, if I'm wrong, please correct me in the comments. I don't want to be telling people your stuff's cheaper than what it is, or way more expensive or anything like that. So these guys, you walk in. I've seen a couple different types of brick and mortars. I think it's very important to support your local brick and mortars if you can. I understand sometimes it's cheaper to order things on the internet, stuff like that. The one thing I want to say about these guys is I was in there, and the owners seem to be real nice. Every time I've gone in, they're helpful. They're, greet you with, hey, is there anything I can help you with today? That's a plus. That's good. So they opened up their new shop, and I actually found them kind of on accident. I was leaving the one that I didn't even know was in town a few months ago, and happened to look across the street, and I saw their sign. My brother-in-law and I went in there, and their prices were typical of what I would expect from a store. I mean, you can go on eBay, you can go on some of these other places that have special sales, stuff like that. Yeah, they're not going to compete with them. They got to make their money too. But I'm one of those people that I truly believe in supporting a local store to try to keep them around, especially for something like vaping. We've come into society where I understand people are trying to get things for a cheaper price, especially when it's the same exact thing. But do you want to sacrifice that to have something that you can't go anywhere and get what you need when you need it right away? So there are a few things that I still will search for online, major purchases, or if I'm going to do big stuff, a big order on something. But Pendragon Vapor Lounge, I'm going to give you guys 2 thumbs up. You guys are awesome. I walked in and was talking to them, and they were asking me, so how'd you like that Mutant X? I bought my wife's some of my wife's stuff there. She goes there regularly for juice. As you saw in my last videos, I order from White Label Juice Company, but I still do order or buy other juice. I'm not just stuck to one brand or anything like that. They They have a good juice selection. They carry some Mount Baker Vapor, which a lot of people know is a low budget, friendly e-juice and e-liquid, and they carry a variety of their flavors. They carry some Cosmic Fog, which I have found, and I came across that stuff kind of on an accident somewhere, and I was kind of worried because I really did like it, where I would get it from, because I thought, man, I'm gonna have to order that stuff online and wait for it to ship and everything else. And about a week later, Pendragon posted a post on their Facebook saying that showing that they had Cosmic Fog coming in. So I think it was only in for 2 or 3 days. I ran down there, picked up a couple of bottles on their line, and figured out what I liked. And they started carrying Ben Johnson. I heard a lot of good things about that on their CR3AM or cream, which is supposed to taste a lot like an Oreo cookie. Went down, picked up some of that, and have vaped on that. I'll probably do some reviews on those later. But these guys are, if you're looking to walk into an atmosphere that's inviting and welcome, but you're not looking to walk into an atmosphere of, the type that a bunch of high school kids might be running, or anything like that. It's not a huge shop. It's smaller, but they have a decent selection. They have some mech mods. I was just in there tonight. They've got the Sigelli 100-watt box mod on sale. They've got the IPv2. I was talking to the owners in regards about the IPv3. They've got a decent selection of some nice mechanical mods. Okay, let's get into that. So they've got mechanical mods, they've got addies, they've got a lot of your typical stuff. They got a lot of starter stuff too. They got your regular Ego style twist batteries that I saw in there. They've got some variable voltage and variable wattage devices, from the beginner vapor to the experienced hobbyist vapor. These guys and girls have a little bit of everything. Now, for someone that is completely, team, authentic and everything else, look, in society today, people are looking to stretch their buck the best they can. And personally, my feelings on clones is, look, if I'm a designer of something, I want that thing to perform better than any clone and better than China's going to. So, okay, you do logoless clones. Okay, fine. Do what you want to do. I've got several clones. I've got a couple authentics. My clones perform just as good or better than some of these other ones. So where this relates with Pendragon is we got onto this discussion tonight. And, sometimes these clones outperform. But they're trying to provide a service to people that people can walk in there and feel good about it. Now, I also got onto a topic of, somebody walks in and they're wanting to get off smoking, and that's what we're supposed to be here about. That's what vaping's supposed to be. Help people get off smoking, get off those icky sticks. So when you've got a company or you got a shop, they're considered the mom and pop shop. There's nothing wrong with that. Support them, help them out. They offer stuff to where if I want this Mutant X in a clone, I can walk in and get it. Yeah, could I have ordered it for the same price? For the authentic? Yeah, I could have. But you know what? I walked into that store and I picked it up. I paid for it and it was in my hand. I went home, washed it, and built it. Can you do that online? No. $29.99 for an Addy, whether it be a clone or a authentic, it ain't bad. Yeah, you can get them on, eBay or whatever cheaper. But on something like that, if I'm only going to spend $20, $30 on an Addy, man, that thing's going to last me a while. I know it is. It's my builds that, make it perform the way it does. It's their design that makes it be more flavor, more clouds, more, whatever. So they carry a lot of the clones, but they cater to the wide variety of people. I talked to him. He said he's going to try to get some more Authentics in, but for a small shop, they're not one of these, be vape happy or anything like that, where they can order 10, 20, 30,000 units of something. It's hard to get that stuff in stock because, companies are going to send that stuff to whoever orders the biggest supply first. I understand that. I work in construction. I'm trying to help run a business. I know what it's like trying to get stuff when I'm the smaller guy. And, you can't tell I'm the smaller guy by looking at my fat ass on here. But, I'm the smaller guy in business. And it makes it hard sometimes. I understand that. And, I would love to see them around. I'd love to see them make a little more business where they could expand their shop, get a bigger shop, be able to order more product. The truth is, around here, it may be kind of hard. And that's sad. Because we have 2 brick and mortar actual vape lounge shops in this town. That's not bad for the type of town that, we're in. But because they are not ones that, you can walk in there whether you're in a suit and tie, on your lunch break from work, and you need some more e-liquid, or you're just trying to get off cigarettes and you're in the suit and tie, or if you're just done with construction and you've been working your butt off all day, you can walk into the store and find your place. They treat you good. That's a huge plus in my book. Customer service, that trumps spending a few extra dollars. That trumps anything in my book. Customer service is a huge plus. You're providing a service that people want, and you're doing a good job and being friendly while you're at it. So to that, they asked me about how this thing was performing. I told them, okay. And they said, well, what do you mean by that? I'm kind of worried. Now, I said, well, why are you worried? They said, well, because, we sold that to you. You don't seem like you're happy with it. Now, I've been in other vape stores. I've been in other vape shops. If I walked in there the next day and they happened to remember me, not a week later, 2 weeks later, and they remembered, but if I walked in somewhere and they remember me the next day, these people remember me 2 days later. Good job, Pendragon. I give you props for that. But I could go in somewhere else that the next day they may not remember me, and if they did, they'd have said, oh, how do you like it? I said, oh man, that thing sucks. I hate it. Why'd you sell me that piece of crap? They'd have said, oh, that sucks, man. I'm sorry. Well, what else do you want to buy? Pendragon said, well, I'm kind of concerned. I said, why? Well, because we sold you that. They were concerned because they thought I wasn't happy with something that I bought that they sold me. Even though I went in there looking for that product, they were concerned. So, I had to explain, no, it's not that I'm not happy, but I've been using a Plume Veil. I've been using stuff, my big dripper. I've been doing that kind of stuff where I get more flavor. I get better. This Mutation X, everybody says, Jesus Christ, look at them freaking air holes. I got 9 decent sized air holes on each side of this thing. Yeah, this thing isn't going to give me the best flavor. It's got a nice top cap. It's got the conical design on it. Let's see if you can see that. It does have okay flavor. It's not really what I was used to though. I was used to the major flavor chasing Addies that I'd been using. The Big Dripper is one of them, and you wouldn't think that, but it had better flavor. This thing, man, here, I'll show you guys. So, I got it closed off on 3 holes on each side. I'll take a toke, and I'll show Pendragon. Man, this thing's performing great. It was something I wanted to try, and it was definitely, and like I told them, definitely worth the price I paid in my book. It came, the threads are clean, these aren't sharp. You know, the damn top cap is, I mean, it's got juice on it. And I mean, this thing is hard to get on there. This top cap here, before it goes into the barrel, on this is a pain in the ass to get off. It's got tight sealing O-rings. That's good. Let's see how it works. Oh. Let's see if you guys can see. We'll just light it here. That is one angry bastard right there. Let me tell you. So I wanted to come in tonight, and if you're around this area, again, go see Pendragon Vapor Lounge. They're located on Mooney Boulevard, kind of in the parking lot area of Toys R Us, off of Whitendale. The staff is friendly, which is the owners. They've got a good selection of stuff. They've got, typical like most brick and mortar. They got a few batteries in there. For what I've seen, they're not selling knockoff shitty, crappy batteries. They're selling decent batteries. As a matter of fact, I've bought several batteries from them. My wife goes in there for all of her juice anymore. She's tried several other brands trying to find something. She's kind of stuck to a few flavors now. She talked to the owner the other day trying to find a different profile that she wanted on it. And they asked her what she was into, what flavors she likes, what different things she likes. So she explained it to him, and the lady says, that's kind of what I like too. I like this one. So my wife went over and picked it up and says, well, what is it like? What's it got in it? She told her, well, it's got like a caramel, cream, some coconut, I mean, all this different stuff. My wife says, okay, that sounds good, I'll try it. My wife stuck that stuff on a plume veil that I built at a really high resistance. Stuck it on DNA 30 that I gave her at like 12 watts. That's kind of where she's vaping at right now, no more than 12. And she loved this stuff. She immediately looked at me and said, babe, redo my K-Fun, please. I said, okay. So I took her K-Fun and re-wicked it and everything and made sure the coil was good on it for her and stuck that juice in there, and she's hooked on it. We were in there tonight. She picked up 3 more bottles of juice that she knows she likes. She has come to like that place a lot better than some of the other places in the past. My wife's one of those people that didn't want to go into the vape shop. She just wanted to go into like some cigarette store or whatever and grab her juice real quick and run out. Then she decided the regular Ego battery wasn't big enough for her, so I started looking around for her, and I ended up going to Pendragon. Thanks guys. Picking her up one of the Smoke Tech variable wattage mods and 18650 battery. Got that for her. She's loving it. And I walked in and told him, and I knew kind of what I was looking for, but I said, hey, look, my wife's kind of looking for something like this. She didn't say what she wanted. I knew a lot about some of the different stuff that they had and stuff like that, and I saw that Smoke Tech sitting there, and I said, hey, what about that? Lady goes, oh, I haven't heard a whole lot about them, but, they seem to be pretty popular. That's my last one. I bought it, came home, put a battery in it for my wife, and she loves it. So I want to say thank you guys very much. You guys have been awesome. I hope that we can reach out to you know, I'd love to see my channel grow, you know, and be bigger. But I really hope we can branch out and reach the vaping community around here and get you guys some new faces in there. Please, 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 if you happen to see this video and you walk in there, let them know that you saw the video. I'll see if maybe they'll let me do a video in their shop one day, and I'm going to send them a link to this when it's up on YouTube. Maybe they can respond, and maybe I can do a video in their shop one day, and kind of show everybody their layout, see what they got. Like I said, it's a smaller shop, but you know what? Good things come in small packages sometimes. They've got so much stuff in there. They just got a bunch of new Beyond Vape stuff, some silo tanks, and talking to them tonight, they were saying that they were having some problems with their orders, and in the past, not right now, but they were saying, you know, that they're tired of dealing with it. So what they're doing now is they're supporting American companies. Yeah, they got a lot of clones that are coming from China, but they're going through connections here in the United States, which is helping the U.S. They're going through connections through the U.S. to get these products in their shop. And, you know, I think that's a huge step into, you know, not necessarily getting rid of clones or anything like that, because there's always going to be a market for it. And that's a huge other debate we can get into some other time. And, you know, people may bash me for saying that, and being a supporter of clones. But I think that there's always going to be a market for knockoff. I mean, people have been making knockoff sunglasses and electronics for years and years. And there was a little bit of a problem with it. You know, people would get kind of upset, but then all of a sudden vaping comes around, and people start making mechanical mods and variable wattage and variable voltage stuff, and you know, people are all beside themselves like it's never happened before. Really? What'd you fucking expect? Come on. Now they've got some talk, and I know that people like Suck My Mod and Matt and stuff is a proponent for clones being logoless. I see that. I see that kind of changing and being a new way of a clone. I've got a couple things that, you know, honestly, if it wasn't for a logo on there, I wouldn't know what the hell it was. But that was stuff that I had gotten a hold of when I first started getting into this, and you know, now I can just look at the style and say, oh, that's this or that's that, or you know, whatever. So they carry some clones, they carry some authentics. They've got the new silo tank in from Beyond Vape. They've got I know they've got the Atlantis, the Aspire Atlantis on pre-order right now. They pre-ordered that, is what they told me. That thing looks killer. As much as I'd hate to get back into using a factory coil for something, I may have to buy one of them bastards just to try out. Those things look awesome. You know, and tonight while my wife was picking out some juices, I was talking to a couple of the guys in there, man, and we were just BSing. And you know, I've never been in a shop anywhere. I mean, I've got customers that are friends of mine. I've never been in a shop that I felt so comfortable and just being able to talk. Yeah, we were talking about vaping, but I mean, yeah, you're in a vape shop. Hello, what are you going to talk about? Okay. But I mean, they talked about other things. They asked, you know, about other stuff besides vaping and stuff like that, and it was a relaxed experience. It always is when I walk in there, and I always try to do what I can to support local businesses, and the reason that when we found that place we did and we went in was because I got upset that my brother-in-law was kind of treated like garbage at the other place that was in town at the time. Since then, I've been back in there, and I was treated all right and stuff. But no matter what I've been in the market for, even if I just wanted to look at stuff, if I literally wanted to walk into a shop to window shop, Pendragon has made me feel welcome. And like I said, I bought that Mutation X from them. I know they got some of these right here, the Big Dripper clones in. We were just looking at them tonight and talking about them. And I know some people were worried because of the Grim Green review on the Sub-Ohm Innovations Big Dripper about the white, I guess, like buildup around the spring and the chimney area. We were talking about that tonight. Myself and one other guy that was in the shop both have clones. As a matter of fact, I have two on it was a mess up order that I had ordered something they didn't have in stock. They offered to send me these, and it was the only RDA at the time that I wanted to try. So I said, hey, yeah, send them to me. So these guys, we were talking about it, and neither one of us, I mean, I washed mine. I'll change the flavor in it and re-wick it, and I warm soapy water, and then I let it dry out, and I stick my juice in there, and I've never had a problem with it. So I don't know if that was an issue with some springs or coating on something or what, but as far as I know, none of the knockoff, the clones have had that problem. As a matter of fact, we'll take a vape because that was something that they had asked me about last week on how I liked the Big Dripper and what my experience was with that, and what I was doing. So I've got the Big Dripper here wide open, as you can see. Pull the top. Got the good old little dark wick in there right now. Got some Ben Johnson's, the cream. Got that firing on for me, and let's see how she vapes. Oh man, flavor on that's great. Not quite as good as my Plume Veil, but that is amazing flavor. Oh, that's good. I don't know what Pendragon wants for these right now. Again, maybe they can answer that in the comments, or I'll probably send them a link to my Facebook. Maybe they can answer that for some local people. But they have some of those in stock. They have the IPv2, the Sigelli 100 watt. They have the mech mods. They got batteries. They got two display cases that have different juices. They've got the Space Jam. They've got the new Taste that was inspired by some of the Space Jam guys. Ben Johnson's Cosmic Fog, Cutwood. I mean, they're carrying some good juices. It's not like they're carrying, the Mountain Baker Vapor and they're trying to go budget, with the Lush Vapor and that kind of stuff that you find in some of these just regular smoke shops. Now, I know Mountain Baker is more for the vape and has been a budget friendly. That tells you right there. These people aren't just looking for the high money. They've got a lot of affordable gear in there. And if you want to get into mech mods, I mean, you can walk in there and you can drop your money on a mech mod and a setup from them. They're not going to steer you wrong. They're going to ask you what you like. They're going to ask you what you want, and they're going to hook you up with something that's going to try to fit your style. They're not going to say, "Oh, well, you want to get into this and you want this mech mod. Okay, you don't know anything about it. Oh, okay, we're going to try to stiff you." It's not the way it is with them. They're going to try to figure out what's best for you, because what's best for you may not be something that they thought was good for them because they had a different style. And they will work with you to try to get what is best for you, what you like, what you prefer in your hands at the time. And if, you only have so much money, you walk in and tell them, look, hey, this is what I got. What can I get? They'll get you the best performance for your buck. I'll guarantee that for you. And to roll that up, I hit them up and asked them, hey, you guys mind if I do a video for you? They were like, no, go ahead. So I wanted to make sure that, I got permission to do it instead of just saying, hey, these guys are awesome. Hope everybody sees it and see you later, whatever, bye. Nah, that's not the way I roll. I wanted to give them a heads up and let them know. But I didn't tell them whether it was going to be good or bad. I did not tell them anything. And they still said, yeah, absolutely. That shows, to me, an honest business. An honest business. They said, not a problem, without even knowing. I mean, I could have been pissed at them. They didn't care. Yeah, sure, go ahead. Yeah, thanks. Hey, no problem. I want to say thank you to Pendragon. You guys have been awesome since about August is when I found you guys of 2014. It is now November of 2014. And these guys, I've probably been in there at least 2 or 3 times a month. I just go in and get some new juice, get a new battery, look at Addies. And I don't think I've ever walked out of there breaking my wallet, but I've never really been in the market for anything major either. And my wife has me going with her, whatever, and they, treat her really well. It's still, like I said, a small shop and limited amount of people in there. And if they grow and start hiring people and stuff like that, I hope they pass on that energy that gets them the type of employee that they are. Because I know that some of the other places that I've been into, they're not. Now you got a couple guys that, are real nice, and you got one guy having a bad day and or seems to be having a bad week, because I've gone in there a couple times in a row, and just not my cup of tea. I don't want to say, too many bad things about other people, but sometimes it does pay just to have a smile on your face. No matter what I've walked in, they've always had a smile. There's a cool little Boston Terrier during the day that runs around in there, man. That thing's awesome. He loves to play, and I'm kind of a dog person myself. So we go in there, and my wife will be looking at her juice, or trying to figure out what her new flavor is going to be for the week, or whatever. And this little Boston Terrier is running and jumping and playing, and I think that's kind of cool too. So Pendragon, you guys stay up there. I hope to see you around for many years to come. I hope this reaches a few new audience members, if not a lot, in the area that can get you some new customers, and you guys do well. Let's have a vape and see how it goes. I'll vape on this mutation. Let's see if I can get this thing firing right. We'll see how it's doing. Let's see. So we got that going for you. Here, I'll vape it wide open tonight on the close of this, and we'll see how it goes. Ugh. I don't know what I've got in there right now. It was in there from the last time I used this. But, so, Pendragon, you guys are awesome. I hope you guys stay around. I hope you guys really are able to make it work, and hopefully I'll get to see you guys grow into bigger and better things, and that we keep trying to help people get off these cigarettes and stuff, and make a better decision in their life. I know it's helped me. It's helped my wife. I mean, if nothing else, I found this is like a hobby, so it soothes me and stuff like that. And that's another thing with Pendragon. I mean, they've got the stuff from somebody just trying to quit, all the way up to the hobbyist. They've got a little bit of everything. So I would love to see these guys around for a while. I'd like to see them grow into a bigger shop eventually, and be able to have a bigger area for people to come in and hang out. Because I know they had some people in there hanging out tonight. I was one of them, and we were all just laughing and having a good time and talking. And I mean, it people I had never met ever, and we were all just sitting there like we were friends. It was pretty cool. If you happen to be in the Central California area and you want to check them out, let me know. Hit me up. I'll give you directions. I'll post a link in the description. That way you guys can, if you're around here, go check them out. Let them know that I sent you. You saw the video, and see where it goes from there. They also, on their Facebook, they do random sales where, 10% off anything in the store or whatever, 5%, whatever they want to post during the time. And if you mention their Facebook page and the ad that you saw, you get the discount. That's pretty cool. Ask them about their rewards program. They do have a rewards program. I got the card, and be honest with you, I always forget that I have it and I never use it. Yeah, my stupidity. But I'll get a review up on this Mutation X deal. I know, again, I'm late to the party. A lot of people have already done it, but thank you, Pendragon, you guys, for hooking me up with this when I bought it. Like I said, they got the Big Dripper in also, which I was vaping on tonight. That's probably what we'll leave off this video with. So you guys have a good weekend. I'm sure it'll be Sunday by the time you see this, and we'll see how we go, and hopefully we have many videos together and get some better stuff going for you guys, and hope I can help you. Remember my email, I'll post something about it in the description, my email, if you have any questions, comments. You can comment on YouTube, and you guys have a wonderful evening. It's, again, Saturday, so I hope the rest of the weekend works out for you guys. Have a good one, and we'll vape tonight.